A warm wishes to all. In this video, I am going to explain about the classification of the business activities. Let us see the introduction. Usually the manufacturers know they produce the goods for the producers in any other place, and they distribute the goods to the final consumer by way of intermediaries like wholesalers, retailers or distributors, etc. So in that case, this process takes place from the point of production to the point of consumption, or collectively called as business activities, we can say. Actually, industry refers to the economic activities which are involved in the conversion of resources into useful products. This production side of business activity only we can term it as industry. So usually the term industry is used for activities like mechanical, technical appliances and technical skills are involved. And now these industries know they are related to producing or processing goods as well as breeding or raising of animals also. Mainly, the term industry is used to mean the group of firms which they produce same type of goods, we can say. For example, cotton textile industry refers to all those industries which produce textile goods from cotton, we can say. In case of electronic industry, all the firms produces only electronic goods and so on. Further, in case commonly we can say it as banking and insurance also, we can term it as industries. Now let us see the kinds of the industries. Industries can be categorized into two kinds, on the basis of activity, on the basis of size. On the basis of activity, the industries can be classified into primary, secondary, tertiary. Again, the primary industries can be classified into extractive industry, genetic industry, and secondary industry can be classified into manufacturing and construction. Again, manufacturing industries can be divided into analytical, synthetical and processing industries, we can say. Now, let us see the kinds of industries. On the basis of activities, it comes primary industries. Actually, the primary industries is mainly involved with the production of goods with the help of nature only, we can say, because these industries are based on nature oriented. It requires only less human effort only they need. And now next one is extractive industries. These industries know they extract the products from the natural resources. So these extractive industries usually supply raw materials which are of mostly products of geographical or natural environment, we can say. So the product of these industries may be mainly converted into many useful goods by manufactured industry, we can say. Now let us see the genetic industry. The industries which are engaged in breeding plants and animals for their use in further reproduction only, we can say it as genetic industry. For example, we can say poultry farming and all. And then next one is secondary industries. These industries know they are mainly concerned with using the materials which have been already extracted at the primary stage, we can say. So these industries involves various processes to produce goods for the final consumption. By further processing, we can say, for example, iron ore, take iron ore. Mining of iron ore is a primary industry, but manufacturing of steel by way of further processing of raw iron is a secondary industry, we can say. Now, these secondary industry again classified into manufacturing industry, and then manufacturing industry can be divided into analytical, synthetic, processing, assembly and construction industry. Now let us see the manufacturing industries. The manufacturing industries are those industries which are engaged in producing goods by converting the raw materials into final products, we can say. So usually they brings out various finished products which we consume by converting raw materials or partly finished raw materials by way of manufacturing operations. Then manufacturing industries may be further classified into analytical, synthetic, processing and assembling industry. First one is analytical industry. These industries know the analyzes and separates various elements from the same materials, we can say. For example, we can take oil refinery. And then synthetic industry. This synthetic industry, they combines various ingredients into a new product. For example, cement, we can say. And then processing industry. This type of industry, they involves various stages for manufacturing the finished products. For example, sugar has to undertake various processes. Next one is assembling industry. This assembling industry, they assembles different components to make a new product, we can say. For example, we can say television, car, computer, etc. Then next one is construction industries. The industries which are involved in the construction of buildings, dams, bridges, roads, even tunnels, canals. They are known as construction industries. And then tertiary or service industries. Actually, these industries, they do not produce any goods. So in that case, they provide utility services and sell them at a profit. Mostly, these industries sell trade, industry and commerce. For example, the auxiliaries of trade like banking, insurance, warehouse, advertisements, etc. Now, classification of tertiary industries. First one is personalized service. These industries, for example, individuals and private institutions, they sell their services to others. For example, electricians, even servant, we can say. And then next one is public service. These sectors they provide service to the public on behalf of the government without making any profit, we can say. And then distributive service means transportation, even salesmanship, they comes under the category of distributive service. And then next one is financial service means they provide financial services to the industry, various sectors. For example, banking, even factoring agents and insurance and all, they come under the categories. Next one is quaternary service. Actually, the professionals or specialized skills which involves high technology, they usually comes under this type of service, we can say. Chartered accountants and then software and all comes under the categories. And then next one is quinary service. Here, usually new ideas are generated and new technologies are involved by the various individual experts, we can say. For example, the bulbs, electric bulbs invented by Thomas Alva Edison, we can say as quinary service. And then next one is on the basis of size, we can divide into large scale, medium scale and small scale industries. In case of manufacturing sector, micro enterprises, they do not exceed 25 lakhs. In case of service sector, they does not exceed 10 lakhs, we can say. And in case of small enterprises, more than 25 lakhs but not exceeding 5 crores. Manufacturing sector. In case of service sectors, more than 10 lakhs but not exceeding 2 crores. In case of medium enterprises, more than 5 crores but not exceeding 10 crores. But in case of service sector, more than 2 crores but not exceeding 5 crores. Now, let us see the commerce as an economic activity. What do you mean by commerce? It refers to all those activities which are necessary for bringing the goods from the place of production to the place of consumption, we can say. According to Evelyn Thomas, he defines commerce as the commercial operations deal with the buying and selling of goods and exchange of commodities and the contribution of finished products, we can say. So, commerce includes not only trade but also various services like transport, warehousing, packaging, insurance, banking, etc. Now, let us see the first category, trade. Trade is a very important part of commerce, we can say. This term trade is used to denote buying and selling. Mostly, it makes the goods produced to the ultimate consumers. Therefore, any person who buys and sells is a trader. So, a trader is a middleman between the producer and the consumer. So, this trade can be classified into internal trade and external trade. And then transportation. Transportation means mostly whatever the goods are produced, they cannot be sold nearly, we can say, because the goods have to be sent to various places where they are demanded. So the medium which involves men and materials from one place to another place, that is known as transport, we can say. And then now banking. Nowadays we cannot say business without bank, we can say. For running the business enterprises we require money, we can say. Even the business activities also, they require funds for acquiring any purchasing assets or raw materials or meeting various other expenses, we can say. So these funds can be obtained only from the banks. So the banking only helps to overcome the problem of finance, we can say. And then next one is insurance. So business involves various types of risk. Even the factory building or machinery, furniture, they may be affected by fire, theft and other risks. So these risks are removed only by way of getting the products by insured. Even the employees, those who are working in the industry, they can insure their lives. So insurance removes this type of hindrance, we can say. And then next one is warehousing. Usually the goods whichever is produced are not sold immediately after production, we can say, because the goods have to be required only when the persons need the goods. So till the goods have to be stored in a proper place. Whenever they are required only, they can be released out, we can say. So that proper place only we can say it as warehouse. So the warehouse know they hold the goods and release them whenever they are demanded by the various say people. Now let us conclude this topic by saying the differences between the industry, commerce and then trade. Actually industries means they extract, reproduce, conversion and processing of various useful products, we can say. Here commerce means it involves distribution of goods and trade means purchase and sale of goods, we can say. Here the capital they require is very large, we can say, but commerce require less capital, but small amount of capital is required for industry, we can say. In case of risk, it is usually high in case of industry, and commerce, let us say it is less only. And then in case of trade, it is relatively very less only, we can say. So I conclude this topic by explaining these various auxiliaries to trade. Thank you.